Hello crafty friend, it's Justine. Today I'm going to show you the Glimmer of the month. It's called Overflowing Floral, which is very appropriate because it really is overflowing. It's actually so big that it doesn't fit on one card. Well, I guess not on this one anyway because I offset it, but it is a beautiful glimmered image, and I am going to pull out the stencils that are going to fit perfectly on here, and then at the very end of the video I'm going to show you a whole bunch of other cards that I made with this, but I wanted to demo stenciling because the result of the stenciling with this glimmered image is just unbelievable. So just stick in there, just stay tuned with me if you will, and I hope that you love the result as much as I do. Now, the Glimmer this month comes with a Glimmer foil roll, which is a benefit of being a Glimmer member. If you get this set after, if it's available, you are not guaranteed to get a foil roll with your Glimmer plate. So it's a benefit of being a club member. Anyway, this month it is rose gold, which is gorgeous. It's not the one I used here today, but I will show you some on the cards that I did finish already, the result with the rose gold. For this card right now, I had to use Moon Dust because it's my favorite glimmer foil from Spellbinders, maybe besides regular gold, but I love it. I love Moon Dust. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start off my stencils. Now, if you notice on the bottom corner is number 1, and there is 1, 2, 3, and 4 for this die. And then this die also has this stencil also has corners in every corner, so you can line up your paper, or if you're like me and you offset the die, you're going to have to just kind of eyeball it and lay it over your image and just hope for the best. I've used this stencil 2 times already and have had almost perfect results. So here goes nothing. Hopefully the one I do on camera is also just as lovely as the other ones, but usually doesn't happen that way, but we're just gonna try. Okay, to start off, I am going to work with my leaves. I'm going to use Cracked Pistachio and Lucky Clover, which are the 2 greens that I do happen to have, and I'm gonna start with the lighter one, which is Cracked Pistachio. I'm just using small blending brushes, nothing fancy, and just diving right into it. There should be some ink already on my brushes because I was stenciling this morning with this die, and I also was stenciling with the Poinsettia that just came out last month. It's like a Christmassy one. With the Cracked Pistachio, I'm just going over all of the leaves, and then I'm going to take my Lucky Clover one and give the leaves just a little bit of dimension. But I need to lay the green base down first with the pistachio. Now on this part, there's 2 buds that are right here, and on stencil number 1, this bud has the greenery here and the bud part. So I'm going to just put the greenery of the top bud on now, and then I'll do that other layer in just a minute. All right, then I'm going to, like I said before, I'm just going to give my leaves some dimensions. I'm using Lucky Clover now, and I'm just going to put it at the base of the leaves and just kind of pull it up as if the leaves on the bottom were kind of darker, or the bottom part of the leaves were darker. Just kind of flick it. I really do love blending brushes. They make everything look way more professional than I would ever assume. I'm not the biggest stencil person, just being really frank with you here, but I really do like how easy this one is to use. It just seems kind of foolproof, which I need. Just being really honest with you. Okay. For the flowers, I was kind of thinking blue, purpley vibes. So I think I'm going to use Shaded Lilac first, and then, or should I, I'm not going to use lilac. I just decided that. I've been doing purple like all over. I mean, this is pretty purple too. I'm going to use Seedless Preserves and Salty Ocean and hope for this little blending moment to happen. Let's see, dark goes into light. So I'm going to do the blue first. Sorry, I'm just kind of thinking out loud. Hopefully that's not too annoying. Salty Ocean, here we go. Okay, on my flowers, I'm going to cover all of the flower part with Salty Ocean. Yikes, that was a lot of ink. And do not worry if the glimmer gets covered. I am going to show you at the end how to fix that. And it's kind of bound to happen if you're using Distress Oxides. It's just kind of life. But I can fix it, don't worry. I can tell you were so worried, weren't you? Alright, that was really easy to do and fast. Let's see. Next, I'm going to take the Seedless Preserves, which is a purpley color, and just put that at the base of the petals. Wow, that is super inky. I can just see it already. So I'm going to just take a little less on there and just kind of make swooping motions up. I'm getting exactly what I was hoping for, so that is exciting. I love how these blend. It just is very easy to blend. I think I can get a better blend, at least with my skill level, with stencils and Distress Oxides than I can with Copic coloring, just because I'm not the most amazing colorer yet, but I will keep practicing. Okay, this is so exciting. I love taking off the stencil. Ooh, look at it. Ah, it's coming to life. Okay. Also, these are super easy to wash. I just spray it with a little spray bottle and wipe it with a cloth, and it comes clean very easily. Okay, I'm gonna grab number 2 next and lay it over my image. And I'm going to do the same thing with Cracked Pistachio, then Lucky Clover, then Salty Ocean, then Seedless Preserves. I'm probably going to speed this part up just because I'm doing the exact same thing on this one and there's nothing new. That does it for stencil number 2. Just so gorgeous. I am loving the color combination with the Moon Dust die, with the Moon Dust foil. It just is perfect. Okay, now we have number 3. I'm going to line it up. There's not a whole lot on this stencil to color in, just some of the little berry looking things and then the center of the big flowers. And for this one, I am going to use one of the Spellbinders. It's like a detail brush, which is really helpful. And there's probably enough ink on there that I don't even need to pull out my ink pad. But I think the one that I used on this was Mustard Seed. And yes, there was plenty of ink still on there. That's what happens when you craft in the morning. Okay, now the berries, I think I'm going to just put the Seedless Preserves on because they're kind of like a little bud. And I think that that would look really pretty with this teal paper that I have going on for the background. And I think it would contrast nicely with the flowers. All right, stencil number 3 coming up. Ooh la la, looking so cute. All right, and then the last one, which is just some greenery. Lining it up can be a little bit tricky if your glimmered image like mine is kind of off-center, but you know, I think it's gonna be just fine, and I kind of like it to be looking a little fun. Now on this one, since it's a lot of the stems and single leaves, I'm just going to use the darker color Lucky Clover and just use that on stencil number 4 here. Just so it has like a rich color to the stems. There is a lot of ink on here, so I really am just gonna rub it on and hope for the best. There you have it. Number 4 done. Are you ready for the big reveal? I know I am. Okay, I'm just gonna move these out of the way because they are full of ink and I don't need more of a mess than I already have. All right, here's the reveal. Ta-da! Isn't that pretty? I hope you guys like it too, but I really like it. Look at that. Oh, that's so fun. Now I do see a little bit of a white gap here. To me, it's not the end of the world, and I'm very thrilled with the results from this. And we're just gonna keep it moving. So I'm gonna set this off to the side to dry a little bit, and I'm going to pretend like it's on the card base. So here's exactly what it will look like when it is dry. I will attach it to this card base, but for now I don't want to mess up any of my ink, so I'm just gonna let that dry. But here is what it looks like when it's all finished. There you have it. The next thing that the only thing that I have to do to this card now is that when the ink is mostly dry, or dry-ish, I don't really know a good timeline to tell you, but dry enough, we'll say, you're going to want to do this. Now, this is one I made this morning. Oh, it's so pretty, isn't it? I know. So you can see I used the Aura foil on this one, and certain spots the ink has covered up the kind of glimmeringness of the foil. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this cloth. It's just a microfiber cloth, nothing fancy. Mine's from Norwex. Yours doesn't have to be. You could really use a paper towel if you wanted. But gently, with the same color, you're going to take it, use your finger, and just kind of put it in there like this, like you're pointing. And you're going to gently rub on the glimmered spots where the ink is covering it up. And it should reveal the sparkle and shine of the glimmered image. Now, for the petal here that I'm working on, this petal right here, I am not going to pull down to the white space or pull up to the white space or pull over where the yellow is, because I want my colors to stay where they are. So I'm just going to gently rub on the petal where the color is pink and just kind of pounce up and down. It looks like this from the side. Hopefully that can be seen on camera. Fingers crossed. And then if there's a different color, you can kind of move your cloth around and just kind of give it a spit shine, if you will. Minus a spit. Hopefully no one's offended by that. Okay, anyway. We're just going to keep it moving, and you can kind of get the drill there. So that is how I get my ink off of my foil. Look how pretty that foil is. You guys, I just love it. Oh, okay. So there is the pink, and then I did one more with the stencil. Purple, I know. This one's for Mom. And it's just super pretty. I know all is well with her because I talk to her every day. So all is well with Mother. Anyway. For these two, I was going to tell you the colors I use. So, for the pink one, I even wrote them down. Okay, on the pink one, I used picked raspberry, sponge sugar, cracked pistachio, lucky clover, seedless preserves. Sorry, picked raspberry was here. And then mustard seed for the center. So, for the pink flowers, let's just start at the top. Pink flowers, the big ones, I used spun sugar and picked raspberry, which I used to call pickled raspberry, so help me. And then for all the leaves on all three of these, I used my two greens that I have, which is cracked pistachio and lucky clover. And then the purple little berries, which it looks like I used on all three, I used seedless preserves, and I used mustard seed in the center of each flower. Now on the purple-ish card, I used cracked pistachio, lucky clover for the leaves. You can see my leaves look a little different on every card. I did kind of some different stuff there. And then I used wilted violet, which was the darkest color, and then seedless preserves, and then mustard seed for the center. So there you have it. Now, here's the kind of more funky cards that I did not use the stencil for. So this glimmer plate comes with rose gold, and here is the rose gold. Can you see it? Oh, it's so pretty. And then I pulled out a sentiment from the stamp and die of the month, and it says thank you, friend. So that's perfect. And then so that's that. And then I pulled out some embellishments that I just had in my bling basket. This one was super fun. I used kind of a holographic glimmer foil on it. I don't remember which one this one was called. If I remember, I will figure that out. I will hopefully figure that out by the time I edit and post this video, but I will have the details for every card in the description. So if you're interested, check it out there. And then I added Copic coloring. I definitely like the result of the stenciling better than Copic coloring, but you know, that's just the way it goes. And then I pulled out some embellishments that were left over from last month's July card kit. This one is just a little fun too. I used the Aura Glimmer again. You can see it has that rainbow effect, but also gold depending on the way that the die is hitting the light, the way that the glimmer plate is hitting the light. And then I used the embossing folder of the month to make kind of a funky background. To me, it looks like a computer, like a motherboard, which is kind of fun. So, and then I added embellishments, which were also from the same pack as these, that were from the card kit for July. I take that back. Now that I'm talking about this, these were not from the card kit. These are from the embellishments that came out in July. So I will link those in the description for you too. And there's like this teal color, blue color, and then the purple. And I used the purple on this one too. I also used the rose gold foiling from this month's Glimmer collection. And then I added sending a happy hello as a sentiment. And then I added these big blingy gems that are from the Crystal Gem Mix embellishment pack from Spellbinders. Oh, and I also used the 3D embossing folder of the month for this one, and I used it on this card as well. So you can see here the foiling on this is super fun. I can't remember what this one is called. I will either put it on the screen or link it in the description, or both. It's like confetti something. It's gonna bug me. I'm gonna look now. I was so close. It's called Rainbow Confetti. There it is. And you can see it definitely gives that rainbow look, but it's not a, but it is called confetti, so it's kind of like scattered rainbow. And that was super fun. So that gives a really neat look. And then I matted that on 3 oval dies that I pulled from the Essential Stylish Oval nesting dies, which again live on my desk. I use them all the time. I use them on this card as well. And then I pulled out some chunky gems from card kits from Spellbinders. I did not color this one because I kind of wanted the foil to do the work for me and provide the wow factor and the glimmer, but I might change my mind later and color it. I don't know. I like it how it is, so we're just gonna go with it. And then the last card, I really wanted that rose gold just to pop and shine, so I put it on black. And you guys know I love black for cards. And this is a wow. Look at that. I really love the result of this one. And I added little tiny embellishments. These are self-adhesive embellishments, again from Spellbinders. I think they are called Ruby or something. Let's check. Rouge, Fashion Rouge. Here they are. And I think that looks really good with the rose gold and the black. I don't know, you'll have to let me know in the comments which one is your favorite. I think if I had to pick a stenciled favorite, I would pick the pink because it's so soft and just delicate. And then if I had to pick one that was not using the stencil, I think I would pick this one. So these are my two favorites for today's video. Let me know in the comments which ones are your favorite. Which one is your favorite? Just by looking at these, I can really tell that I love the cool tone colors. All of these are cool toned, and except the black one, which is just black, but I really just oftentimes I really just am drawn to the blue, pink, purple, turquoise. I just love that color scheme. So here are all my cards. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. And if you're interested in becoming a member, you can check out the link that I have in the description. I can answer questions about the club. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments. Anyway, have a fabulous rest of your day. If you're getting this glimmer plate, I want to know, are you getting the stencil with it? Are you going to, and what color you are going to use, and what color scheme you're going to go for. I think that these flowers would be gorgeous in a red. I think that that would just be stunning. I don't have a real true red oxide right now. I need to go to my craft store so badly and get some deeper colors. But, you know, I picked what I liked, and that was the cool tones. Anyway, let me know what you're going to do with this glimmer set. So thank you so much for watching. If you would like to be inspired by more amazing Spellbinders content, you can go ahead and join my Facebook group. I have a group that has over 6,000 people in it right now, so there's tons of inspiration for you there. So check that out if you are looking for inspiration. Anyway, I don't know what I am doing with these cards right now. I just feel the need to like move things around and place them. So anyway, have a great rest of your day. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.